And we're live. Hey, it's Mom and Matt's time. I'm Matt.
I'm not Matt.
That's Teddy, a.k.a. the Teddy Bear. And
We have a ghost over here.
Matt, too, is getting ready for his wedding. So there we go. Let's bring up Facebook there. We're joined by Ken on the Skype. Let's see, getting up Facebook.
Hey there.
Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Let's see, I need to fix this one right here. If it'll let me fix it. Oh, please. There we go. There we go. Doesn't chop my head off.
I'm going to say it's on. I just got the notification.
All right. And bring that up. So I have the chat.
Although it won't let me share it. It'll just let me send to, Oh, that's weird.
All right, so let's see. Colin Ellen Ennis is watching. Hey, Colin. Welcome to all the Mats. So, Teddy, first thing for you.
Right.
From Marion.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
He won the raffle, not this month, like yesterday, but last month.
Okay.
And this was one of the kits that was on it. He's like, give this to Teddy.
Right.
So, we're to Teddy from Marion.
Another Gundam.
Another Gundam. The RX-78 GP.
I'm going to have a collection of Gundams.
Hey, it's all good.
This is my third one.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So this one is pretty cool. I was pretty impressed when I saw this one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
this
one
is
looks
what,
fun.
this is what,
Is that Bandai makes those?
yeah, Bandai does make those.
Pretty
So-
cool.
Yep. So there you go, sir. So from Marion.
That's awesome. Well, even though Marion's probably not watching this yet, thank you, Marion.
Yes. So
Yes.
we'll make sure. So he will probably see this later on. So let's see. I'm going to be working on, let's see.
Shelby.
Finish up my decals on my F-15. I got one side done. I got the other side not done. So we just ran out of time last week. So we're going to get that taken care of. Hello, everybody in Chatland. I see we have 2 people on there, not including me. So welcome. Welcome on with the Mats. Then I'll be working on my Shelby. Took this to IPMS Gateways meeting last night. And got some good comments about it on what I can do to get it to be a little bit better. And also following Matt's advice of taking this apart and spraying it all separately. So we will do that. Hopefully tonight. Might get a little stinky down here because we're spraying some enamel paint.
Okay.
So yes. So what you gonna work on? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo now.
Yeah, sure. You do it, because I have a bias of which one I'll start with.
No, you pick.
Okay.
You start with that one?
Yep.
Okay. Was that the one you got at
Yes. This one is.
IPMS?
Mhm.
Okay.
That is. I thought I'd bring it because I brought my bag to the gym, and then I was like, oh, I have the kit that's in there is my Goku with nothing in it. That wasn't very helpful.
Gotcha.
So I had to run back to the house real quick, and there was one on top. I grabbed it. I was like, all right, let me go.
I should have been like, hey, I got the one from Marion. So
Completely forgot about that. See, you went to Sprue Brothers.
yes, I went to Sprue Brothers, and one of the fine parting gifts they gave me was a Sprue Brothers koozie. So I think you get this if you order over $100 worth of stuff.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I did.
Nice.
So after the other day when doing that P61 and having the math set from Dana, I spent $95 on math sets.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Your poor wallet.
Wow.
Your poor wallet.
Let's see.
Was screaming for mercy.
I got one for, let's see, my B-17G. I got one for my 148 JU-88, my 132nd JU-88, and those two both have the old school greenhouse glass. So it's like
Yeah.
all these individual like panes of glass.
Mhm.
I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, we're getting a mass set for this. So I got that. Let's see.
those anime characters that I'm
Where?
looking at?
Where?
Right there. Can't see them.
Oh no, those are for eggplants.
Oh.
But I have no idea. They just put them on there. And then let's see, got mask sets for my PBY 5 Catalina. I got a mask set for my Demon. Trying to think what else. There was one other one I got. That's all that's coming to mind right now. And then I bought the SAC metal pieces or metal landing gears for the B58 or yeah B58 I got, and for my F101 Voodoo, because I know those two, if you do not put weight in the nose, it will tail sit. So that's what I bought. And then I got some kits too, but we'll show those later.
Did they have a sale on masks? Is that why you bought so many masks, or did you just?
I wanted to get them
sometimes-
so they didn't go through the mail and sit in the post office while it's hot, or sit in my mailbox.
Yeah.
So like the past
I
like
know.
let's see.
I know Edward. Edward does sales. Well, Sprue Brothers does Edward sales. When they do an Edward sale, I usually buy a lot of masks. Like if it's 20% off, I'll get a whole bunch of masks that I need.
Yeah, mine was I was avoiding the what would have been about let's see, I think I calculated it somewhere between $12 to $14 worth of shipping. And then having it sit in my mailbox for like 3 days.
Yeah, baking. Now, do you have the 132nd JU88? Is that the Revell kit?
It is. It's the Pro Modeler.
Yeah,
one.
the Pro Modeler. We got the same kit, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got the
that's
Pro
cool.
Modeler for the 48 scale and the 32nd scale. It's just a cool airplane.
Cool.
It's a cool airplane.
Yeah, and I got the Heinkel 32nd scale too, the Pro Modeler one.
Oh wow.
The HE 111. Yeah.
I think that's
a
the one that
monster of a kit.
I think Phil Flory actually built that.
Yeah, he did. And I was trying to find the photo etch set that he used, but I don't think Edward makes it anymore.
Ah.
So, unless you can find one at a model show or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what's
Usually your
funny is
best
that
bet would
the 48 scale one actually cost me more than the 32nd scale one.
Really?
Yeah. The 48 scale one cost me $59. And
Wow.
the 32nd one, I think I got it at a bargain table, and I think I may have paid $10 for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the
That's
reason
great.
why I wanted to do it. I did it once before, but in the process of doing it, I ended up frosting the canopies, and so I wanted to do a redo of it, and all they had was the vacuform ones, and I was not good at that and absolutely destroyed it. So I was like, I bet I can find this cheaper someplace else, and well, I kind of did. So.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So this is my paint mule now that I use to test things out on, test weathering on, and all that. So.
Yeah, you gotta have a paint mule. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ken, what you working on tonight?
I'm actually doing some CAD work, tracing some decals. So I got that silhouette cutter to cut masks, so I can paint some large letters and stuff on my models.
Nice.
And so I have a CAD program. I scan in the decal sheet and I'm tracing it off in CAD. Then I'll be able to send it to the silhouette to cut it out of Tamiya masking sheet. So I'll have a nice little mask ready to go.
Nice.
Doing some experimenting. And I'm hoping, because I got a 3D scanner, I'm hoping I'm able to like scan some canopies and make my own like canopy masks.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Which is fun. It's in the experimental stages. I'm not sure how I did one scan this past weekend, but it was something for work.
Gotcha.
It's got potential, so.
That's the important
But
part.
I just finished. Yeah, I just finished doing some touch-up spraying on my course here just before the show started. So
Nice.
still painting. Now I'm doing some CAD.
Nice.
It's fun. Something different.
So, Ted, you need help? Let me know. But it looks like you're unboxing the right way, so continue unboxing.
Is there a wrong way?
No.
Well, unless you're like taking like a chef's knife and just going.
Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be very bad. Bad, very bad.
Saw a video on YouTube one time. It was just called Lego Gore, and it was just a dude like going at his Legos with a sharp knife, digging into them. It was like all expensive classic Legos. I'd have to find that video. Send it to you. It was horrible.
Let's see. The invite. No.
It's like, no, you're ruining
Just
the
the-
value. No.
Yeah, it is last week. No.
What's going on? Is it not letting people join?
No, that's not what I want. Well, let me do what I thought I was going to do. Well, darn. I was trying to do an eagle call, so it like sent it to like everybody.
Ah. Did you check out the Fallout TV show?
I have not yet.
I've only got through the first episode. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Fallout. That was great.
I just got through the first episode, so no spoilers.
I've only gotten. I got through the first one and I started the second one, but
Okay.
it's great.
Did you play
so
the
far.
games?
I won't spoil it.
Okay.
No, I never did. No.
They're so good. Although, don't try to mod Fallout 3 if you're already like halfway through the game. You'll lose all of your progress if you do one thing wrong. Trust me, I know. 200 hours was wasted that day.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not. Let's just say I wasn't happy. I quietly turned off my
Uh-oh.
computer and went for a walk. Just because I wanted better. I found a graphics mod. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Finally got installed. It worked at the cost of my save files.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. That stinks.
Yep.
I lost a slime line for that side. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Thought I had them all together.
But they're really fun if you ever get a chance to play them. But, yeah.
I'll have to check that out sometime.
Don't play the first one.
Well, it came out in what?
Is that
Don't play.
is that on
They're
is
all
that for
on,
PC or is it on?
they're all on
on, like,
PC and
Xbox?
PlayStation and stuff now.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a PlayStation, but it's like the PlayStation 1. It's like the first PlayStation. I got it as a Christmas gift.
Yeah. You can play them on pretty much anything.
Like PlayStation 4 is what's the latest, right? Or is
Uh,
it
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 6 next year.
My son's got a PlayStation 5.
The only thing that I found that was really an upgrade was the controller.
Well, when you're paying $70 for a controller,
It better be.
I'm gonna say.
I mean, the controller's awesome. Have you been able to use it?
Oh yeah,
It's awesome.
I'm a PlayStation guy. No.
That's fair. But no, I think there's already rumors that they're skipping PS5 Pro and they're just straight up making a PS6 for next year. Is what I've been seeing circulating. Which is infuriating. Like 2 good games came out and it's like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, time to put something else out there.
Ghost of Tsushima 2 looks like it's gonna come out for the PS5 still. So if only it would just come out. I've replayed that game 4 times. Have you played it?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's not really inappropriate either. A little bit of gore, but something Aiden, I don't think could. I think he'd be able to see it. If you want to watch any of the classic samurai movies,
See, my problem is that when I do first-person shooters, I get motion sick.
it's not first person.
Okay.
It's a third person action adventure game
Oh, okay.
with like stealth elements and stuff, where you get to choose to either be like a ninja type or a samurai type.
Is that the one where you cut the person's head off or whatever?
Well, that does come a little bit later in the game, during a very specific moment that I can't give the reason why because that's spoilers.
Yeah.
I'll just say it was a very awesome moment with a very good soundtrack, very crisp.
Alright.
It took forever to convince my mom to let me play it when it first came out. I think it took borderline 2 months of me practically begging.
Oh, come on, slide off there. There we go.
The only frustrating part about the game is that there's not enough of it. That's my only complaint with the game. Was it could have been like another 20 hours and I still would have said, there needs to be more.
Give me more.
And then the DLC came out, I couldn't play it for a while, I was frustrated because I didn't have money. I finally did, I'm like, this was too short. They give you a whole new island, a bunch of side missions, and another campaign, and I'm like, this is still too short. It was only like 8 hours. I cranked through in like 2 weeks. Added new enemy types and everything, I'm like, I need more.
Give me more.
Yeah, and whenever my friend Joshua calls me, he's like, what have you been playing? I'm like, goes to Tsushima, I was like, didn't you just play that like 2 months ago? I was like, yeah, I'm replaying it again.
I have a hard time doing that.
Okay, that combat is so addictive. Just cutting through Mongols with a katana, kunai, bombs, other type of bombs, darts that make them go crazy, poison darts, grapple hooks. There's so much at your arsenal, and when it does decide to get brutal, it is so awesome that I cannot get enough of it. Because usually I have a problem with replaying games too. Not that one. Because I've never understood people like playing Skyrim like 100 times.
Right.
I never got into Skyrim. I don't know if you ever finished it.
Let's see.
I can never get
I
past it.
played it once.
I never enjoyed it. I like Fallout a lot, but I hate Skyrim. I don't like the Elder Scrolls games. I hate the combat. Because it feels like I'm playing a MMO. Where nothing's actually hitting. And everyone's like, play magic. And I'm like, I don't like playing magic. I want to hit someone with a sword and cut their head off.
I miss the Assassin's Creed games.
You mean back when they were actually about assassins?
Yes, and they were good.
With fun parkour, not just press A to walk forward?
Yes.
I heard Mirage was a little bit closer to the old games. It still just looks like outturned McDonald's level gaming again. Here's PC. Finally.
I said the reason why I got a PlayStation 2 was so I could play Tomb Raider.
Honestly, fair. I got a PS2 because that's what my half brother had, and I wanted to be like him. And then I got a bunch of Lego games.
Oh, I love Lego games. I love those.
Oh yeah, well Lego. What were the ones I got? I got Lego Star Wars, the original, like the one that just had the prequels.
Yep.
The first Lego Indiana Jones and the first Lego Batman.
Yep. We got all those.
So fun. I replayed those games as a kid so much, and yet I never 100%ed any of them. Which, because I got bored trying to replay the same level without progressing through the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I hated doing that, unless it was the last mission of episode 3.
We'll get to the point where we just get the cheat code.
I was 6. Could not figure those out on my own.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was young.
It's kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah, he's not saying anything.
Yeah, Ken's focused on doing his CAD stuff. Nobody's on the live chat except for, I think, were you on that? Were you on the live chat?
No.
No? Okay.
I haven't pulled it up on YouTube yet.
Yeah, this it's interesting when I'm tracing off this decal in the CAD program. I found out like the width of this line, this stripe, is not correct. It's not consistent. So it's kind of neat that you find that out in CAD.
That's interesting.
Okay, so they didn't. It's supposed to be a consistent stripe, the width wise, but when you trace it off, it's not consistent. It's like, oh, okay. It's a different length, so I'm able to fix that.
Gotcha.
So hopefully I'll be trying those masks out this weekend. I got my little Texan, little 1/72nd scale Texan.
Nice. I didn't see you in the graveyard this weekend, or yet. You didn't sell any off this weekend?
No, we had some stuff we had to get sorted out. We had some. It wasn't plumbing issues. It was something else that was going on, and yeah, I didn't get much modeling done. I only got a little done on Sunday. I posted something up.
Gotcha.
So that's all set, and yeah, hopefully I've been trying to do it every other weekend.
Okay.
So definitely this Saturday.
All right.
Definitely this Saturday I'll pull some kits out. I don't know if you're interested in I got a 1/32nd scale Revell Apache, AH-64 Apache. Big box.
Is
Let's see what that.
Is it the longbow version?
No, it's not the longbow.
Okay. I have I got the 48 scale one.
Yeah, I got the 48 scale, and I think it's a Monogram put it out originally, but it's not a longbow either.
Mm-hmm.
Have to check scale mates, but I think Revell only ever released that 1/32nd scale one. I don't know if they released it in different boxes. I only ever saw it. I got it for like $10 back in the 80s, and that was a good price back then. Even it was at a discount store, and I've had it in the stash ever since. So I'm like, yeah, I'll never build that.
Hey, George is on.
Hey, George.
He says hi, Matt, Teddy, and Ken.
What's up?
Missed the first 22 minutes.
Has it already been 22 minutes? Sheesh, yes it is.
Yeah.
I mildly zoned out for those 22 minutes.
Let's see. In that time period, I started putting decals on my F-15. And let's see, Teddy is working on his new Gundam kit he just got.
Yes.
From Marion.
Yes, thank you, Marion.
Thank the Marion. There you go.
Yes. Thank the Merry Man.
We had I went to the local IPMS meeting last night, and Scott, who sometimes pops in on here, did a whole demo on how to use a hot foam cutter, the Proxxon table one. So it was very, very interesting and inspiring.
Are you gonna go to the Jeff Speakman seminar?
I am.
Nice.
Are you?
Yes, I finally got it to be able to work.
I used to do a lot of hot wire foam cutting when I was into RC planes. And I would cut the wing cores, you'd cut them out of foam and glue balsa wood to them. And they were super strong. In fact, I think they hot wire foam for surfboards. They cut the cores like foam cut, and then they laminate like balsa wood, and then they fiberglass over that.
Oh, nice.
So they're
Okay.
super lightweight.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I made a bunch of wings. I made an F-18 wing, but I never finished the rest of the F-18. But yeah, the hot wires are cool for cutting foam.
Especially if it's that XPS kind of foam instead of like the little the foam that you like break, like the packing foam, and it like turns into like the little balls and goes everywhere.
Yeah, the polystyrene foam. That's what I used to get this. Well, there's like Home Depot. They got pink foam and blue foam.
Yeah.
You can cut it onto that. That's pretty good. But my brother works in construction, and he would get me big, thick blocks of polystyrene white foam, and it was really great because it was nice and light,
Oh, nice.
like 4 inch thick, big slabs of it.
I finally
Because
got
they
your
use it to
message back.
pack
Okay.
panels.
Did you just send it to me?
Oh, a little while ago.
Oh, I finally got it.
So say up by where you live, Ken, you could probably get some of that thick stuff from like your Home Depot. Like I think down where we live, I think the thickest it comes is like 2 inches.
Yeah, that's about as thick as I can get it up here. So when my brother had like 4 inch slabs of it, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that because I can cut fuselage cross sections out of and stuff. But this stuff stinks, so you gotta have like a respirator on when you're cutting big sections of. Yeah, so that Revell A64 was released in '87, and that's the year I got it. So mine was from the first release, and then they released it again in '88 with new decals and a new box in '89, and then the last time they released it was in 1998.
Oh wow.
So yeah, in 1998 it was in a Revell monogram box because they had merged at that point.
Gotcha. Hey, Corey's on. Hey, Corey.
How's it going, Corey?
What's going on, Corey?
George says he has an old GW foam cutter. It's pretty basic.
Yeah, they're pretty simple. You just need to have some voltage going to a wire, like low voltage. Like I use a 12-volt battery, or I have a power supply that steps it down to 12 volts.
I have I have an old school one that runs on 2D batteries, but it's super basic.
Work. Yeah.
You know, if you want to
nichrome wire, and you're good to go.
Yeah, if you want to brand your cat, you can do that with it too.
Yeah,
You know that from experience?
No. I don't have a cat.
Well, that's not saying you didn't run away at some point.
I don't have a cat. I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Yes. No cats.
that. Mildly important.
Yes. I was at my brother's this weekend, and they have a cat. They have 2 cats, and yeah, that was rough. That was doubled up on the Zyrtec.
Ouch.
Cat allergies, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, we're back to me being clumsy.
Nope.
Oh, it's fine. It's a somewhat larger piece.
Pretty hit.
Yeah.
Back over there.
No, went that way behind the trash can.
You sure?
I watched it.
There's one behind. There's something that's behind the.
Did it roll? Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Did it?
It hit and bounced. Yes.
Back to being clumsy.
Stop being clumsy, Teddy.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched Linus Tech Tips on YouTube. Well, there's a nickname called Linus Drop Tips for him because he drops things all the time, especially expensive pieces of tech. So I've adopted that for anybody that's clumsy, which includes myself. Daddy Drop Tips.
Alright. Corey, how's Kate doing?
Silence.
He'll get it. He might be on a delay.
Hmm?
He might be on a delay.
Maybe. Oh wait, he's not in. I thought he was in the chat, or not the chat, Skype.
Well, normally he's on Skype, so.
That's why I was like silence. Not because. Oh, did you guys see Dune 2?
Nope, not yet.
You haven't? It was really good.
I saw Dune 1 a while back, and Timmy's like, do we have to sit through Dune 2?
Okay, Dune 1's really boring. Dune 2 is all of the payoffs.
Okay. Convince my wife of that.
Huh?
Convince my wife of that.
Almost every payoff, because then it will build up to something that's really cool, and then leaves you at like the best cliffhanger. Just like the book did. Have you read the book?
It's been millions of years ago.
Okay.
I was probably Teddy's age when I read Dune.
That's fair.
Yes. So a million years ago.
Well, do you kind of remember the basic ending?
No, that's the problem.
Oh, okay. Well, then going into it is going to be pretty much a fresh start for you.
Yes.
So that's not inherently a bad thing.
No.
You just got to convince your wife. It's on Prime now.
Wait, Dune 2?
Mm-hmm.
Already?
Yeah, for like $2.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, for the stupid rent or theater at home experience.
Ah.
There's Corey.
There's Corey. There's the core bear.
I figure it'd be easier this way than trying to type while I'm working.
Gotcha.
That's
To
fair.
answer your question, she is very home and very happy.
Good.
That's wonderful.
I really thought she was going to commit an act of PG-13 violence on the doctor's staff if they would have stalled any longer.
Oh.
That's all we were waiting for the last 2 days was for the infectious disease doctor to decide which specific antibiotic, a long-term antibiotic, to give her to combat this infection. And it took 2 days for them to come up with amoxicillin.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like that they were just kind of sitting around doing nothing, not thinking about it.
Hold on.
I'm glad they got that figured out, though. What?
I was going,
Well, I'm glad she's home now.
Oh, me too, brother. Me too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, because Sophia won't let this down, I gotta ask you guys. Do I act 35? In
You-
any way?
You act older than your age.
Do I act 35?
I don't know. It's been 15 years since I was 35.
Okay, do I act like any 35-year-old you know?
No.
Okay, thank you. Do I act closer to like a 20-year-old?
Like I say, you act older than what you are.
Are you implying I act old?
No, you just act older than you are.
Because she will not let me
Yeah.
live it down. It's either admit I act 30 or 35. There is no lower or higher for her.
I just think she flirts with you.
I don't think she's flirting with me.
I think she is.
Why does everyone say this?
Because
It's true.
we have this thing called experience.
Yes. A long time ago, we were introduced
A
to
long
these
time
things
ago in a
called
galaxy
ladies.
far, far away.
Yes.
The world is very different now. It's basically
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yeah, George says Teddy seems older. Yes.
Okay, I'm 17.
Yeah, you
That's impressive.
act older than 17.
Okay, you should see me at the gym with one of my gym buddies. I do not act, I act my age there. I don't act my age with a lot of people. No need to be stupid all the time.
Well, let's see. George has that. That's a kit I didn't need. He bought the tiny Dune Harvester yesterday, and walked into the hobby shop to buy one bottle of X1 and walked out with 3 kits.
Isn't that always the way, though?
Yeah. That is straight up Mando. That is the way.
Why did I
Well, let's see. So, for
That's
me,
stupid.
for kits I bought that didn't need, I'm gonna move Teddy's stuff here.
I don't care. Just don't break anything. Like, there's anything in there to break.
So I went to a place in Lincoln, Nebraska called Trains and Toy Soldiers,
E30.
and they also had model kits because I saw on their Facebook. Well, just browsing down their section, they had one probably 20 feet long and probably 8 feet high was the shelving unit full of kits. Found this cool little thing for $10. It's a Cessna 172 float plane. Never built a float plane. Thought it'd be kind of cool to do. Then they had bought a load of model kits from a guy who ran a hobby town. And the way they did the hobby town was that he didn't have room for the boxes, so he parted out every kit and bagged them. So what they did was I got this box here of an F6 F3N Hellcat Hobby Boss 148, but inside of it is an F6 F5-1 and an F6 3N1. So I got two kits for $10.
That is awesome.
Two kits in one.
2 kits in one. $10.
Let's go.
Went online to see how much this F6 F5N was. It's a $32 kit.
So
Wow.
you really saved some money there.
So yeah. And then
Score?
and then I just got another one I got there. I got this Trumpeter P40 Warhawk. And again, it was the ripe number of $10.
Oh, maybe it goes in here.
And it also has got the Flying Tiger motif with it as well. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Is that 48 scale?
Yeah, 148 scale.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least it's big enough. It's very.
So yeah, so
easily
those are the
visible.
kits I bought that I didn't need. And then last night at IPMS, a guy was selling this Roman Byreme Imperator for $15. It's
Wow, there's something out of the ordinary.
it's 1/75th scale. It's freaking huge for being a ancient Roman warship. So I saw that and I was like, the history teacher in me was like, get it, get it, get it.
I thought you were a math teacher.
What?
I thought you were a math teacher.
I do that too. I also teach religion too.
Oh, you do?
So that's what I did. So those are the kits I bought that I didn't need.
Nice.
Am I
Yes.
stupid? Are these the wrong ones? I am stupid. I have it facing the wrong way. What?
Let's see. It is. Yeah, George says it is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah, and that is rare-ish. I like it.
Finally figured this out. Good.
So Corey, how them decals going? You're not a fan of decals?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, you haven't?
We are still having problems getting all the putty off.
Oh, Wet Q-tip.
Well, I was trying to even find that tonight because I have these a little plastic container of makeup applicators.
Yeah.
They're like foam applicators.
Yeah.
So I'm out of Q-tips, and I can't find them now.
Oh.
So I am improvising.
Wet paper towel. All right.
So that is what we're slowly but surely working with tonight, so we can get these ready to be primed, then painted, and made to look incredibly wonderful.
Why is it supposed to go on this way of all things?
Because that's what he wants you to do.
Does anyone know of an accredited appraiser for memorabilia?
Please hold.
Matt always knows a guy. Who knows a guy? Who knew a guy back in high school?
This guy right here, he owes me a favor. I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
This is graded by PSA.
PSA?
Yeah.
Do they do more than sports?
I don't know.
Are you gonna be at karate tomorrow?
I am.
The reason I'm saying this, and it's a sad reason,
Okay.
some of you might know this person, some of you might not. Have you ever heard of Mark Dodson?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, why
So-
does it?
Mark Dodson.
So
Yeah, sounds
Mark
really
Dodson is the voice of Salacious Crumb from Star Wars. He's also the voice of all the Gremlins in Gremlin besides Gizmo, and he was the voice of Cousin It in the movies. But he's most well known as Jabba the Hutt's little buddy in Return of the Jedi. And
Oh, wow.
he just recently passed away. He's from this area, and he just recently passed away. And his family member, they're going through his stuff, and he has an original copy of Return of the Jedi, the script.
That is
And-
awesome.
So we're trying to figure out where we can go to get all this memorabilia appraised,
Wow.
because he's got like
Does he have the original
an actual
VHSs too?
autographed Carrie Fisher photo. What's that?
Does he have the original VHSs as well? The unedited versions?
I am not sure about that. What I was sent was, let me pull
Because
up
I cannot
my phone.
stand the new versions of A New Hope.
No, we don't speak of the new versions. CGI
No.
isn't always the answer.
You mean
No.
adding unnecessary animals everywhere?
I learned a new thing, so I must share it with everybody. So we've got some art, a couple props from Gremlins, the Salt Shakers from Gremlins.
This is right, but
The
this just
script
looks so
still,
wrong.
the script still in plastic
Hmm.
Am I
of
wrong?
the
Does
original
this sound
script
wrong?
of Return of the Jedi. An original of Carrie Fisher, signed by Carrie Fisher, framed to Mark,
That's awesome.
and a couple other things. But they asked me if I knew anybody reputable that could appraise that stuff, and the people I know of don't do it anymore.
Ah.
So, and there's plenty of companies that'll want you to send your stuff in to have it appraised, and then you have to pay for it to be appraised.
Right.
And then
Absolutely
pray
not.
it comes back to you.
Yeah. So I'm looking for something that I can use. 'Cause, you know, I can use that can get those materials appraised properly so I can help the family out.
This is always my go-to answer for stuff like that, and that is, ask Eric.
Song drop?
Yeah.
I will endeavor to do that Saturday.
Yes. Because he also has a large group of I know a guy.
I'll have to run that in there. I'm only going to be there for half the day on Saturday
Gotcha.
What's
because I
on
got to
Saturday?
work that night.
Gotcha.
What's going on Saturday?
GEA.
Oh.
Yes.
We've actually got a lot of really cool things going. It's our April Fool's game day,
Yeah,
so it's going to be a lot of fun silliness,
yeah.
which is always good. And we should have Mythcraft ready to run.
Aww. And I can't go.
Me either.
Yeah, but you're going to something better.
Yeah. I'm going to 2 weddings in one day.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
2 weddings in one day.
Yeah.
Isn't there a law about that somewhere?
One starts at 1 o'clock
In the afternoon.
in
Right.
in O'Fallon, which is about an hour from here, and they're family friends of ours. And let's see, we're gonna go do that. That should be done by 3:15 because we're not going to the reception, and hopping in the car and booking it back to Washington, which is about an hour away from there. From there, and that's where Matt's getting married at. Luckily,
Wow.
luckily he's
Yeah,
an
you're-
evening wedding that starts at 5.
Is he getting married in a church or in another building? Or?
He's getting married at the VFW in Washington.
Oh.
So, and having the reception there too. So,
Oh, that's pretty convenient.
all in one.
Not a lot of driving around.
No.
You're gonna be all danced out.
I know.
It's going to be one of those things where since it's all in one location, the Uber drive is much more convenient.
This is the most confusing Gundam kit I've had.
Which one are you doing, Tay?
The RX-78CP-01FB or Gundam GP-01FB, the FFSF prototype multi-purpose mobile suit.
That's a
How many
mouthful.
pieces? Is that like a 500 piecer?
I don't think it's a 500 piecer. Although I am getting frustrated with these instructions. Make
Only
sense.
because half of them aren't in English.
There we go. No, they're actually entirely in English. Now it looks right.
There you go.
It's supposed to flip back. Don't specify.
Well, you know.
Just let me figure it out eventually, I guess.
I almost did something, and then I when you guys talk about models, buying models,
Uh huh.
you know how Jim goes, yeah, just send me an STL and I'll get it all printed up for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I found a 1/18th scale of the '67 Impala from Supernatural.
Okay.
Yeah, that was beyond my talent because you're actually putting the struts and you have to actually put the struts and the shocks together to include the spring that's inside the strut. I mean, inside the shock, and I'm like, yeah.
Don't do that? Come on now. That sounds like fun.
I will when yeah.
You mean
There was
a
English in
spring
there
inside
somewhere.
when you put the spring inside the shock, are you ever going to see it, or is it just
Nope.
Now, why put it
makes
there?
the shock work.
forget that? Oh, okay. Working parts. Wow.
I think this is an
Okay.
older kit. Feels older than the other ones.
Can I borrow it?
I don't care. It's the what? Let's clear. Or maybe it's just for a higher tier.
Probably. It's also 144 scale, so that means it's like
I think that's
bigger.
my other one. What's up on 144?
It
I
is?
know I was thinking about Teddy the other day, though, when I was on that Game Body place that Jim promoted.
Uh-huh.
I'm going through there looking at all their Gundam stuff, and
Yeah.
what I was trying to find was a version of Jet Jaguar,
Yeah.
but I wanted the old version from Godzilla vs. Megalon, not the new version from Zero Point. And they did not have the old one, but man, they had a ton of the 0 Point Jet Jaguars. And it just made me appreciate Teddy putting together Gundams much more appreciation and respect.
Thank you. These are fun. When the instructions are somewhat clear. And I can understand what I'm reading. Instead of just, this goes together somehow.
So catching up on what George said, he said, let's see, he said he saw a New Hope script was listed for $781 but didn't sell.
How did that not sell?
He also saw some great Bandai kits of dinosaurs. They have skeletons with removable skin sections.
That'd be cool for like school, man.
Yeah. He says Gundams are, he thinks, is the gateway drug for his nephew.
Well, they were technically my gateway drug.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So I had one in my stash, and I was like, I'm not gonna build a Gundam kit.
You should have.
No, because you built it,
Well, true.
and now I got you hooked.
Yes, I do find this very enjoyable.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a model dealer.
Now some ask, what's the difference?
I'm your pusher. Yeah, next
My
only
style.
17 will be controversial songs. Got a kilo? No, but I got an LP.
I'm really worried about how short this arm is.
Yeah, you know.
Look at this! What kind of arm is that?
Doesn't look that short. Oh yeah, that's how big his arm's gonna be.
It looks so short because this doesn't bend up.
Call him Stumpy.
Yeah.
Ren and Stumpy.
Stumpy.
Oh, George goes, Styrene Addiction Anonymous.
Wait.
And now I get to do it again.
Funny you should say.
What is that?
That is all the
Thought that was a
foam that you
pizza for
can
like 3
press and
seconds.
turn into like weapons and stuff.
Okay.
I had a company send me a bunch of samples of this stuff because I was gonna try to make a Godzilla cosplay,
Okay.
but it was supposed to be kind of a not an actual Godzilla, but samurai armor that had Godzilla on the back of it. So it was like a samurai armor with the scales, the fins on the back.
Okay.
And yeah, this stuff is really cool. The adhesive on one side, it's just not cheap. But anything worth doing isn't cheap.
That's karate.
Yes.
Karate. Karate. So.
Alright, what do I little...
And now I get to build this arm again. I'm excited.
Oh, and I would also like to relay that Kate had an awesome time doing the Only 17 last week.
Okay.
She won't be participating today because she's watching 911.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
She's got her jam going.
She should be watching the new Fallout show.
I am so going to introduce you to Kate at some point, Teddy.
She's an amazing woman. And not just because she's married to Corey.
Big portion
Nah.
of it, though.
Corey is amazing because he married her.
Good
There
answer.
There was a lot of guesswork on what did she see in that guy.
I always celebrate January 4th as the smartest day, the day I did the smartest thing I could ever have done in my life.
That's a good way.
And
to
that
celebrate it.
was ask Tiffany to marry me. Second
That's
one
awesome.
is the day we got married. Because you can't have one without the other.
True.
Was Jim doing something tonight?
He is still working on his 1-to-1 skill kitchen.
Oh,
1-to-1 scale. That's great.
Yes.
I feel for him so.
Dude, they gutted it.
I can expect that for what they were saying they were trying to do.
Are you guys friends on Facebook?
Who, me and Jim?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
He's got pictures. They took it down to bare walls and subfloor.
That's dedication, man.
That's insanity. Hey, he's doing it himself.
Well, he's got skills.
Yes, he does.
I have phone numbers and the internet to call a certain list and get me a contractor. I know my strengths. That is not one of them.
I totally understand.
Yeah, plumbing is not mine. I had to call one to deal with a plumbing problem that I had a broken pipe in the shower, the drain pipe, and yeah, they had to cut a whole section of piping out, and it was a two-man job. I could never have done that on my own.
Mm.
So I'm glad there are plumbers out there. Plus, I hate doing plumbing.
George goes, scratch build. Brave. Totally agree.
Good one, George.
So I asked Matt earlier tonight, I go, are you neck deep in wedding stuff or are you wanting to escape? He goes, I'm fine. I'm finishing some stuff and enjoying the calm before the storm. So he checked in. He's good. So
For now.
yes.
Don't worry. We know the look that's coming.
Yep.
No, we all get this look just prior to the wedding. We'll get this one here. It'll be like this. It'll be like,
The deer in the headlights look.
yeah, what?
I don't know. I can't vouch on that one because I know when Tiffany was coming down the aisle, I was like crying because I'm an emotional kind of guy, and yeah, tears just streaming down my down my cheeks, and she's laughing, and I'm
That's
like,
'cause she's awesome.
I'm like, why is she laughing? The reason why she was laughing was me and Mose were opening the door to go into the church. Her dad goes, oh, by the way, I borrowed this, and I wanted to give it back to you, and it was a box cutter. And she's like, I don't have any pockets. So he slipped it back in his pocket. But it got her laughing.
That would be a great way to break the tension.
Yep. Alright. We're going to let this dry. I lost some of the yellow striping. Somehow it ran away. I don't know where it went.
Oh, that's always a good thing.
It's not under anything. It's not hiding anywhere. It was just sitting here a matter of moments ago, and I look down and it's gone.
Seems to be a normal event.
So we are done with that. To quote the great Tom Arnish, who advertises on, let's see, Sprue Cutters Union, I think it is. Now, I got all my decals done.
I hate that.
What?
This is almost as bad as saying GIF. Or no, GIF.
You don't like decals? You like decals?
You stop.
You like decals?
Decals. Yes, that's the correct way of saying it.
So what is the act of putting a decal on called?
Decaling.
Decaling. Not deckling?
Don't make me pull a
Decaling?
John Wick on you.
I like it.
What?
Decaling?
Decaling?
I hate that so much.
It's the worst part. It's a make or break moment, right?
Yes.
It's where all your hard work either pays off or you gotta scrap it.
Yep.
Find some new decals.
Oh yeah, I bought some decals for my P47, 132nd P47
So loose.
Thunderbolt too, from good old Sprue Brothers.
What the back is it?
Is that the Tamiya Thunderbolt?
It's the Revell Germany.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So is it
that's the one.
Razorback? Or the Bubble Top?
Bubble Top.
Bubble Top. Cool.
This one right here.
That one's facing the right way.
I had to get new decals for them because they went crispy. They were all many funky shades of yellow. All right.
Yeah, not good.
No. All right, friends, Romans, and countrymen, you want to do a only 17?
Yes.
Y'all up for it?
Oh yeah.
All right. So tonight is drinks, or excuse me, beverages.
Oh yes, we have one of those.
Ooh, what beverage you drinking? As he slurps it down.
It is
Modeling fluid.
yes, it was modeling. No. It is a white Riesling, and I went total hillbilly and mixed it with Code Red.
That is the most Midwest thing I have ever heard of in my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, that's pretty
Well, I
cool.
wanted the Riesling was like super sweet to begin with. It was almost kind of syrupy, and I was like, I want something to put some bubbles in it or something. So all I had in the fridge was Code Red Mountain Dew.
That is the most Midwest thing I have ever heard.
Wow, hillbilly. That's hillbilly.
Oh, it's great.
Well, I'm drinking a caffeine-free Diet Coke from my new Sprue Brothers can koozie.
I'm in
Nice.
Peg Leg Pirate Pete's,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing. Caffeine-free Diet Coke.
So I think you get one free when you order over $100 worth of stuff, which I did and picked up. So lots of canopy mask and all that. So,
Yeah.
All right, beverages, gentlemen. I think that's all we got. Nobody's on Facebook up there. We got 5. So we got a total of 5 people. All right, our playing round. Funky Cold Medina by Tone Loc versus Brandy and Coke by Led Zeppelin.
Those are actual song names?
Yes.
Oh.
BNC.
Okay, Brandy and Coke.
Okay, this is out of my realm of...
That's actually really good.
Okay.
Gin and juice is a real...
Yeah, dude, that's Snoop Dogg.
I don't listen to Snoop Dogg. I've been on a Frank Sinatra kick.
Oh. Wow, cool. Is that because of us? No, okay.
Mostly because I heard Fall was coming out. I started listening to like more of the classics and stuff again.
Gotcha.
And then I listened to Fly Me to the Moon, and I've been addicted since. So.
Okay. Ken, what you gonna go
Good
with?
song.
Funky Cold
I'm
Medina?
gonna go with the
The live version is
The
better than
Brandy-
the radio.
Which one you say?
Brandy and Coke.
Brandy and Coke?
Yeah.
Alright. And George is going with Tone Loc, a little Funky Cold Medina. Now let's see. Teddy doesn't know either of them, right? You've got to have heard Funky Cold Medina.
You know, that may have not been his time.
No, I've listened to classic music.
Please don't refer to our music as classic.
Okay.
Please refrain from
Okay,
calling.
okay. I love this kind of music, except it is so refrained from what it is today
Oh yes.
that it is classic.
Okay.
Because the landscape is just so wildly different. Even if it was a 5-year difference, I'd call that classic in comparison.
Okay. See, in my mind, classic is the 50s and the 60s.
Okay, that is fair. Except in my mind, classic rap is 2010. Because that's when it stopped being good.
Okay.
Because Kendrick finally stopped producing as much, and then...
I have some input.
Oh, boy.
Corey, yes?
So 50s and 60s was your classics, correct?
Mine, yes.
How old were you when you decided that was classics?
Let's see. I was, let's see, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Okay.
So from when you were 12, how many years to the 50s?
The 50s,
Maybe 20?
almost 25 years.
So if you look at today in 2024, when did Funky Cold Medina and Brandy and Coke come out?
Like 30, 40
Oh,
years.
Funky Cold Medina came out in 93, I think.
So 20 years.
And
So by your definition,
you're right.
That's classic.
it's not classic to us because it happened when we were in our prime.
Yes.
But for Teddy, it might be classic.
Yeah. George says
We're not
classic
making-
requires fiddles.
my definition of what's kind of classic is just kind of what's classic of the era, and then when the era changes to such a drastic extent,
Yeah.
then the previous becomes the classics.
All right.
Because the rap landscape has changed so much in like the last 5 years, it's ridiculous.
Gotta flip the coin then.
Yes,
Teddy is declaring Viva Las Vegas.
always.
Viva Las Vegas. All right.
Yes.
So, all right. So Funky Cold Medina's heads, Brandy and Coke is tails.
It is Tails.
Tails. All right. Brandy and Coke move on. Which-
Nice.
As
Which-
I do not recognize those songs at all.
There we go. George goes classic is Beethoven.
That's classic. Cool.
Some good old Wagner.
Yeah.
Some Mozart, some Freelise, some Symphony Number 5,
Yes.
some Canon in D, because the name of the song has to be the key it's in.
All right. So we're gonna go beer for my horses.
Ooh.
You familiar with this one?
I think I'm more familiar with Fireball.
Or Fireball by Pitbull.
I think I know what Fireball
Oh,
is.
beer for my horses, baby.
Just go with Fireball because I think I recognize it
All
and I
right.
want to vote.
Ken, what you going with?
I'm going for beer for my horses.
All right.
Hey, Marissa's so tight tonight.
See what George says. Beer for my horses or Fireball?
Fireball.
Isn't even a good drink.
Never had it.
It's hot cinnamon.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's not-
alcoholic
it's
red
not-
hots.
I don't mind Red Hots.
Ew.
Yeah.
But can you taste the alcohol is a real question.
Yes, because it burns all the way down.
Oh, never mind.
Yes.
It sounds like I'd hate it.
And then it reaches your stomach. And you know what it does? It goes.
Well, that's why it's called Fireball. It's at least honest. It's at least warning you
Yeah.
in the title.
All right. George goes Fireball. 3-2. Beer for my horses moves on.
Yay!
All right. So we got the next one, Mas Tequila by Sammy Hagar versus Escape, which is more commonly known as the Pina Colada song.
Mas Tequila.
Pina
And I'm
colada
voting for
sauce.
myself,
Tequila.
for Matt, and for Jim, Mas Tequila.
Yeah, Mas Tequila.
All right. George goes Fireball is gastric aftermath.
You guys are making it sound like that I'll never try it. Sounds scary.
I think I got some upstairs.
Yeah,
In
but still.
a little tiny bottle.
Is
Yeah,
it the
but that's
actual
not
whiskey
the-
version or the fake like spirit version?
No, like
This fake spirit.
The real whiskey version?
Yes.
Because there's two. If I don't know if you that go around.
What, the Escape or the
Fireball.
Fireball?
There's two versions. One that says just cinnamon,
Uh-huh.
and one that says cinnamon whiskey.
Oh, just I think it's just cinnamon.
Okay, then that one doesn't. That one's not the whiskey one.
All right.
Apparently, that one tastes better.
Let's see, Teddy, you
followed
going
some
for
alcohol.
Mas Tequila or Pina Colada song?
Pina colada song.
Alrighty. Alright. Mas Tequila moves on by 1. Alright. So we got the Milkshake song versus Red Wine by UB40.
Skip a step.
No, I'd be 50, but thank you for asking.
I had to have skipped.
Which one are you going with, Teddy?
Huh?
The Milkshake song?
Oh, obviously milkshake song.
Nah,
I mean,
Milkshake, yeah, that one.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go with that. I
Alright.
totally know that one.
Okay. Hey, this one. Okay.
Totally.
Corey Phillips, what you going with?
What was the opposite for milkshake?
Red Wine.
Red wine, UB40.
Okay. IB50.
But I'd be 50.
Ken, what you going with? Milkshake or Red Wine?
Go with the milk.
Milk.
Go with the milkshake song.
All right. Let's see which way George is going to vote. It's currently tied. 2-2.
Oh, 2 times. Okay.
He's going with Milkshake.
I guess we know what brings the boys to the yard.
All right.
Oh man.
All right. So on this side, down the bottom, we got Tennessee Whiskey versus Tequila by the Champs. Also commonly known as the Pee Wee
That's
Herman
serious?
song.
Just do tequila.
Tennessee whiskey, man.
Sorry.
Tennessee whiskey.
There you go, Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not what's plastered on every Jack
Don't
Daniels
you
bottle?
remember the video I posted with that? At my daughter's wedding, it was
Oh.
the first time Kate was allowed to dance. She trained for like 6 months to be able to stand up for 3 minutes to dance to one song with me.
Okay.
So Tennessee whiskey is what we slow danced to.
Gotcha.
So I'm biased.
That's amazing.
The video's a tearjerker.
Gotcha. All right, Ken, what you going with?
I'm going with the Tennessee whiskey.
All right.
I've swayed the audiences with my tail.
I already
I'm
voted. I can't
easily
change my vote.
persuaded.
All right. Tennessee Whiskey moves on. Let's see. Still going with a tequila kind of theme. We have Tequila Sunrise by the Eagles versus Brass Monkey, That Funky Monkey by Beastie Boys. Teddy, what you going with? You gonna go with Brass
Whatever's
Monkey?
Beastie Boys.
Brass Monkey?
Yes, apparently.
Brass Monkey. All right. Ken, what you gonna go with?
I'll go with the Brass Monkey. I
Brass.
didn't know that was a drink though.
Yeah, it is.
I love that
Apparently.
song.
Yep. Brass Monkey. That
Both
funky
Medina
monkey.
and Brass Monkey are real alcohols.
That song. Oh,
See, Corey, you going
Oh,
with?
that's cool.
I'm gonna go
I'll
with
ask for Brass Monkey next time we go to the bar.
Brass Monkey, that funky monkey. Brass Monkey Junkie, that funky monkey.
That's our first sweep of the night, guys.
It's a Beastie Boys. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That was my first thought.
All right, we got Margaritaville versus Strange Brew.
Margaritaville.
You put those two together,
That's the way it ended up working out. It was one of the last ones.
and this is the one that goes Strange Brew
Yeah.
gets inside.
Is that the
it."
cream?
Yeah,
Cream or... Yeah.
I think it's cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. I'm gonna go with Strange Brew.
Strange Brew. All
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna hit Margaritaville because that's like the #1 song, but man, I gotta keep going with Strange Brew.
All right, Ken.
Yeah, Strange Brew.
Strange Brew. All right. It's a tie, George. Margaritaville or Strange Brew? Now I got milkshake stuck in my head. Ugh. Oh, he comes through with Strange Brew. All right.
What are the options?
Who did Milkshake? Was that Fergie?
No, it was Kelsey.
Since you don't want to stay
Kelis.
Huh.
Or Kelsey. Yeah, I don't know.
I will glue you in place.
All right, and let's see. Next one, we have Gin and Juice versus Cherry Bomb. So a little Snoop Dogg versus John Cougar Mellencamp, John Mellencamp.
Just Snoop Dogg.
So this isn't the one from Joan Jett from Cherry Bomb.
The one that they had
Yeah,
was
isn't that Joan Jett?
That was Joan
The
Jett. That was
Runaways.
the Runaways.
okay.
Yeah, the Runaways.
Oh, now I
But
got
John
Runaway from
Mellencamp
Kanye
is-
stuck in my head
They're
again.
from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ah, yes. Okay, we'll go with that one.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom.
Yes.
Cherry Bomb.
All right.
Hello,
Am I-
world. I'm your wild girl.
Am I crazy?
We'll do that one on the next drink one.
Did you miss one part of it or something? Does that have an extension?
This thing's gonna make me mentally explode.
Sorry. All right, George is saying Cherry Bomb.
This
Corey.
looks so much more correct, though. It's not. This is the wrong one. This one looks so much more correct.
Oh no.
Look, because that
What was
piece
the other one
has to
opposed
be
to
sticking
Cherry
out
Bomb?
like this.
Gin and Juice.
God, I don't like either. Gin and juice.
Gin and Juice. After singing Cherry
Anything
Bomb,
that's
you go with
against
Gin
John
and Juice.
Cougar.
Yeah, me too. I'm with Gin and Juice. I can't stand John Cougar.
Okay. Gin and Juice it is. Beats the time. All right, our last one. Let's see, the one that played in. Brandy and Coke versus one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
George Thorogood.
Oh, George
Come on.
Thorogood.
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
He is like the next to Jimmy Buffett. That's like the guy who sings the most about alcohol.
Yeah.
So which one you going with, Teddy? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer, or brandy and Coke?
This is
Or
Brandy and Coke.
okay. I didn't know if you'd Viva Las Vegas it.
One beer.
Alrighty.
Why do these still look so?
You know you're mighty high when your mouth gets pretty dry.
Do you mind if we use the restroom really fast?
Sure. Go first. Yeah.
It's right on the left, right?
Yep. Go up to, in the hall on the left. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yes,
Alright.
it's right on the left.
Right
Yeah,
on the left.
right on the left. Yeah.
Yes.
Or left on the right.
It's correct on the left.
Depending on which direction you're facing.
Right. Let's see. So
What
Teddy,
hemisphere you in?
I'm gonna assume you're gonna vote for Beastie Boys,
Correct.
and you're gonna vote for Snoop Dogg.
Always.
Okay. Hopefully you'll be back by then. Okay. All right. All right. So we got Tennessee Whiskey versus Brass Monkey. Sorry,
Brass
Corey.
Monkey. Go.
You know what I'm going for? Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
Smooth like Tennessee whiskey, as sweet as strawberry wine, as warm as a fine glass of brandy. Oh yeah. Tonight on these wonderful soul tones of the station.
George is going Beastie Boys. Sorry, Corey. Brass Monkey moves on.
That is okay. I forgive everyone for being wrong.
Hey, it beat a heavy hitter of tequila, I'm telling you. All right, so we got Gin and Juice versus Strange Brew.
Oh, Strange Brew.
Strange brew.
Gotta go with the cream on that.
All right. George says, I was thinking earlier, Corey should be a late night radio DJ.
I could be on NPR. Welcome to NPR Radio. Tonight we're going to be discussing the liberal bias that is informed in the media in St. Louis, Missouri. Our first caller. Hello, welcome to the show.
You've done this before. Perfect. It'd be perfect.
Man, that was awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Please try the fish.
Come on, monkey. Dance. Dance, monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance. Not tonight. I'm messing with paintbrushes.
All right, let's see. George goes, that's brilliant, Corey.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. Corey, you going with Gin and Juice or Strange Brew?
Strange brew.
All right.
I'm trying to avoid all rap songs to be the final.
Yes.
All right. Strange Brew has moved on. I don't know. Ooh, so then we got Mas Tequila versus Milkshake.
Mas tequila.
I go with the Mas Tequila.
I've seen that performed 4 times live. And it gets better every
Mas
time.
tequila?
Yes, I've seen Sammy Hagar 4 times as a solo artist and once with Van Halen.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
They always come to St. Louis.
Yep.
They are very loyal.
Yeah, there's a DVD he played, or he has, that he filmed in St. Louis, and you can see some of my friends, and I'm a little tiny speck in the background, but I knew exactly where I was sitting when they filmed it. All right, George goes Milkshake. Let's see, Ken, you said you went Mas Tequila, right?
Those shakes aren't
Yeah,
good
Mas
for you.
Tequila.
Okay.
Unless they're Sambuca.
Yeah. And Corey, you going Mas Tequila?
Oh, I'm definitely going Mas tequila.
Okay. All right, because I know Teddy's gonna go Milkshake, and we're just gonna move on. All right, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer versus beer for my horses. I see a beer theme in this one.
Thorogood.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Not that I don't like the beer, but I mean, definitely that is a classical alcohol song.
You gotta have
Which is
it.
funny that it's all alcohol. Some of these, we could have had like a Kool-Aid song.
Could have.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh yeah.
Sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage there.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wait, hold on.
Snap!
I gotta get a sip. I gotta get a sip for this one.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh yeah. This is what I'm going to tell you about, brother.
Oh, I I will see that and raise you a freaked out, yeah.
Coffee in my morning. A cup of coffee. Give me a cup of coffee. Break out. I miss that dude.
Yeah.
He was one of the best pro wrestlers. Just crazy as a loon. Had no difference between in ring or outer ring.
Oh, and then when he's in the first Spider-Man movie as Bonesaw, I got you for 3 minutes, man.
3 minutes of playtime.
What's with the Bonesaw references?
Oh, we're talking about Macho Man Randy Savage. Corey started going on it. All right.
Oh yeah, Teddy.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Hit you with the table.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of me time.
Randy was the best, George said. Oh, yes, he was.
That was
All
the
right.
best scene. That's the best scene in any movie.
On the final four, we got Brass Monkey versus Strange Brew. So,
The Strange Brew because I'm strange.
you're not going with Brass Monkey? No Beastie Boys?
Okay, fine. Brass Monkey.
Okay, just saying.
Oh, hey.
What?
What are you doing influencing his decision like that?
Oh, no.
Because that's coercion. That's coercion.
It's how democracy works.
Exactly. Coercion.
It's being coerced.
Where your vote really counts.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you're being coerced into a decision, that means your vote actually matters.
All right, got George's vote. All
I
right.
put up the wrong one.
Okay, Corey, what you doing? Some Strange Brew or Brass Monkey?
Strange Brew.
Strange Brew.
Remember, I'm doing the whole trying to not get a rap song as a fucking.
Gotcha. Ken, what you doing?
What's with everyone's axe to grind
Strange-
against rap
Strange
here?
brew.
Strange Brew. All right.
Why does nobody here like rap?
Well, it's just like what they did when they tried to combine country and rap, and they called it crap.
Monkeys went flying that way.
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay. Okay. Remember, Padawan. When snipping parts, hold on to said part. Snip, snip. Don't go flying.
No, I was trying to pull these apart.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. All right.
And then all the pressure built up and
Okay. Did you find you were missing a piece?
wasn't. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The issue wasn't necessarily a missing piece. It was that I did not put this together properly the first time. And
Now you have. Now you can. That's the cool thing about Bandai. You can pull it apart. There's no glue involved.
yeah, where you got to dump a bunch of glue to separate them.
Right. You're like, I'm flooding this with glue so I can peel it apart.
I'm dreading the steps.
That's why I like Bandai kits, because they're so. I'm not gonna call these easy. They're simple.
All right. So we got one bourbon, one scotch, one beer versus Mas Tequila. I kind of saw this one coming.
Ooh.
How is this one set up?
Gotta go with the original classic. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
All right.
Yep, I'm doing going George Thorogood on that one.
All right. Or hey, when mashing up stuff, George says, "What about Run DMC and Aerosmith?"
Aerosmith.
Yep, Walk This Way.
Yep.
That was their mashup.
But it got Aerosmith back into the top 40, and that really got their career taken off again.
Yep.
Okay, Teddy.
You mean their starring role in Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the movie by the Bee Gees, didn't launch their careers?
No.
How shocking.
Torpedoed.
Torpedo.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer, or Mas Tequila?
Tequila.
Tequila. All right. All right.
Either one is a good song.
Why did it go in?
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer moves on. 3-2. Or as George put it, the 3 drink song.
gonna need a drink after this.
2 verses of that, and you're under a table.
I was hoping the night we did this one, it'd be like Matt and Jim and me, and each one of us, Matt would be drinking beer, and I'd be drinking some scotch, and Jim would be drinking some bourbon, and I just thought that'd be a kind of good combination sometime. But I have an idea which one's gonna win, so I'm not gonna say anything. But it's 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer versus Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey. Any day of the week.
Teddy is dying on that hill.
Not Brass Monkey.
I will
Not Brass
single-handedly push it to the finals.
You did. You did. I am
did.
very proud of you.
I know. Ken,
Brass
George
Monkey.
Thorogood.
Brass Monkey.
George Thorogood. All right.
Brass Monkey. Come on, people. Join my side.
You didn't have pie and coffee at your meeting.
No, but I'm gonna
There's
order some of
gonna
that
be free
Fall
pie.
Bones coffee, that vanilla, whatever it is.
All right. So it's tied 2-2 because I went Brass Monkey because I like 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer, but listening to 10 minutes of him just talking gets obnoxious.
You talking about Thurgood in that song?
Yes.
When your mouth gets dry, you're playing high.
Now he's like, yeah, my old lady. Yeah, she like threw me out. So I went down to the local bar. And I said, hey, bartender. He said, hey, what? Give me a drink. All right. I was like, okay.
What time is it?
But, yeah, exactly.
What time is it?
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Last call for alcohol.
Yeah. Well, then give me 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. And then there's like a 10-minute guitar solo, and then he goes in talking again. So, if I want to listen to a 10-minute song, I would definitely go for it.
See, that would be Shine On You Crazy Diamond by
Yes.
Pink Floyd, which is like 13 minutes and 47 seconds.
No
Yeah.
song, unless it's like a one classical piece, needs to ever be that long.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Oh.
a couple that are long. Who was a classic rock band that like their entire album was just 1 song?
Iron Butterfly, Inagata Davida.
And that was just 1 song.
Yeah, and it's like,
An hour and 45 minutes.
yeah, it's like forever.
Who enjoys that?
All right.
No one.
Okay. All right, Jim.
The artist.
They're not around it.
So, Jim, our finals for tonight for drinking songs is 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer versus Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey, help
Be
me out.
the deciding vote.
Please, Brass Monkey. Do it for me.
J-
Do it for the kids. Save the whales.
Do it for the children.
Do it for the children.
for the children.
Greta Thunberg will come after you if you don't vote for this one.
Jim goes Rush 2112.
Shut off you.
How
That's
dare
fighting words
you.
bringing up her.
How dare you?
This ain't that kind
Jim.
of show.
I see the mark.
Oh, I gotta run, guys.
Traitors.
All right, our winner.
Talk to you later, Ken. Be
Our-
safe, brother.
Our
Traitors.
winner.
Traitors.
One bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. George Thorogood. Jim Lore breaks the
Yay.
tie.
All right.
All right, Ken. Have a good week, man.
Nice.
I do not
Thank
accept
you,
this
Jim.
counsel.
Thank you, Jim. Have a great week, you guys.
You too, Ken.
You guys
See you,
too.
bud. See you next week. Finally, we only had to flip the coin once. Woohoo!
You all are traitors.
Matt will be so happy. The Matt Wells will be happy.
Well, you better be happy.
Yes. And let's see, looking like. Let's see, we got that one done. Looks like next week might be animal songs.
So now, is it going to be animal songs? Will animal song be on animal songs?
Yes.
No. So we've got
Floyd is mad at you right now.
we got Freebird, Werewolves of London, White Rabbit, Wild Horses, Horse with No Name, Cats in the Cradle, Eye of the Tiger, Black Dog, Karma Chameleon, Crocodile Rock, When Doves Cry, I Am the Walrus, Hound Dog, Blackbird, Hungry Like a Wolf, Barracuda, Bat Out of Hell, and Who Let the Dogs Out.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
That is a very good list.
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
sad there's no Pink Floyd on there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, oh my gosh! Black Sabbath War Pigs.
Oh. Might add that in there.
I was like, I know there's a heavy metal freaking song that we're forgetting that's an animal song.
One horn, flying purple people eater. Yep.
Yeah. Purple People
So
Eater
I
was
can
good.
brush up.
Oh, brush up.
All I know is
I already know what some of my
Cuckoo,
choices
baby.
are gonna be, but
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
I am.
I already
the-
know nothing's gonna change.
I am
I have the Tiger and
walrus.
Freebird for me.
Cuckoo.
I know those won't change, but I think some of the others. Cause
You
I'm
go to a
Freebird.
state. You go to a state fair. There's always some guy wearing cut off jean shorts and no shirt, yelling, "Freebird, play some Skinner!"
Oh, at the band place, yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of Jacques Z. Whipper?
No.
Nope.
Who?
So he goes to Ren fairs, and he's been to the one in St. Louis. But he's an acrobat and a performer. But what he does is he uses two whips. He has a whip show. And part of his show is he'll do songs, and you give him the song, and he'll do it with whips.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah,
He
I saw him
actually
do
did
One Winged Angel
One-Winged
from
Angel.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yep. He said he was joking about it because someone when it first came out, he memorized it in
Latin.
Latin,
Yes. Here,
and
I'm
no
gonna
one
pull that up.
requested it.
Ah.
And then he learned it. Now he refuses to play it ever again. He has a sign that says "No Freebird," "No Freebird," no "One Winged Angel."
Stairway.
I don't think Stairway's on there.
No. Yeah, Jim.
Well,
I
don't think
thought
really
I thought
bet
about
Stairway
that
for
one.
that.
I thought about that one, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a Primus fan.
What's that?
Well, I know it's got a big brown beaver.
And we want to keep the show PG-13. But I will say that is one of the best rockabilly songs.
Yes. Yep. They're crazy.
What was the name of the album? Was "Riding on the Sea of Cheese"? Yeah,
Yes. Shh.
that also had "My Name Is Mud."
Yeah, he was just talking.
Okay.
There was no music. I was trying to find the clip.
There's
to
a-
send to you.
Yes.
My name is Mud, and Jerry was a race car driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, if Primus ever came to town, I think I would go see them.
Oh, George or Jim says there's nothing dirty about a nice beaver. There we go.
Hey, to quote How I Met Your Mother, yes, it's a noble creature.
Oh,
Let's sing a song about our beavers.
God.
Oh, I miss that show. I have found out when you don't have Q-tips
Uh-huh.
and your paper towel starts going crazy,
Uh-huh.
use old brushes that you were using to clean your monitor with.
Oh. And it works okay?
Yeah, and it works great, especially for like this whole back area. This whole back area was all mucked up. So
Uh-huh.
all the details from the back was covered in because, well, I got big fingers and it's not very good at putting putty in little areas. And this is really did well.
Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, when I find it, I'll send it to you. Because I've seen
What's
that clip
that?
multiple times because it's awesome.
Jim goes, they're hard-working critters. Their tails are flat and their fur is brown. What's wrong? They build dams. What could be more noble?
You know, it is the national animal of Canada, you know.
It is. I thought it was the loon.
The loon is the national bird.
Ah.
They named their money after that.
Yes, that is correct.
I only know that because of, 2 shows ago when you educated me on that.
You're welcome. It also had a picture of the queen on it.
Wait.
Oh, so does anyone want to hear about the latest about the laptop? Of course,
Uh-oh.
Jim.
Yes,
Yes.
let us know from the laptop. You know, it's easy enough. You could just join us on Skype.
Tales from the laptop.
Tales. This evening on Modeling the Mats, we have an ongoing episode of Tales from the Laptop by Jim Lore
On Audible.
on Audible. Warning, your account is past due.
Oh, did you guys listen to the new Audible edition of 1984? They got Andrew Garfield and Tom Hardy, Cynthia Cox. They got like a whole voice cast.
I would like
Huh?
to state for the record that I have never read nor seen 1984.
How dare you? That is such a good book. The
I
movie's
am
kind
not
of mediocre.
into dystopian horrors. The closest I came was Fahrenheit 451.
Good book, not as good as 1984 or Brave New World.
Oh, I was just a Ray Bradbury fan back in the day.
Wait, did you read Animal Farm in school?
I had to. Mandatory.
Great book.
It wasn't until later when they gave me the option of reading what I wanted to, when I went into AP, I started getting into Lovecraft. And I did my report on In the Mountains of Madness.
Oh, good
So-
book. Good story.
Oh, man. Oh. I said thesis, but it was a book report. I was just trying to sound cool.
I know. I'm also a fan of the of Reanimator too.
The movie?
No, the book, the story.
There's a couple of them.
$1984, the book is so... Wait, have you read it, Matt?
Huh?
You have? Did
Yeah.
you enjoy it?
It was all right.
Act,
Again, not a big dystopian kind of guy.
Act 2 could have been much shorter. But, you know.
I think the-
George said the never-ending saga. Stay tuned. Same back time. And is it working? Okay, so here we go. For the people that are not on the live chat. Okay, from Jim. So they have now told me that they received the ribbon cable, but it didn't work. So they have decided that they cannot fix it and gave it back to me broken. I have purchased the loaner computer for half the cost and now have the original, but it is screenless.
Couldn't you just...
Dude,
Take
take
it.
it to Micro Center.
Yeah, who'd you take it to? A random dude on Facebook Marketplace? That doesn't sound like... No offense, but he doesn't sound like...
Be nice.
Yeah, that was a little harsh.
I mean, screen
That
repairs
was-
aren't that hard. I know dudes who do them all the time. I mean, I can't give recommendations because he's in Los Angeles and Florida, but that's something he
They're
would say
just-
if somebody can't fix a screen on a laptop.
Ever since I became friends with Eric, like, there is no Dana, only Zool. Whenever there's tech problems, we go to Micro Center. It's worth the journey.
That is a good answer.
where I got my new one.
I didn't mean to be harsh, by the way. I wasn't being harsh to you. I was being harsh to the tech.
I would say though that should be a Facebook review and Google review and what's that other place?
Yelp.
Angie's List.
Yep. I would definitely send a few paragraphs into those places about said computer repair company.
My mom's on her way.
Oh, you're what?
My mom's on her way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mommy Kins is on her way.
Yes, she is.
How old are you, Ted?
17.
Do you have a driver's license
I
yet?
have a permit. Due
Oh.
to unforeseen life problems, it has been very difficult to get my license. To very much Shyhunt and my mom's frustration.
So he says, Jim goes, that's my next move. It does have an external monitor port, and I can still use it. Let's see. Well, it's Reboot in Washington, and I will never go there again, he says.
Reboot, yeah, that's... I've heard things.
You could have went to AQM and really got it screwed up. Oh, sorry. We don't play favorites on the show.
Can we play negatives?
We hate everybody equally.
Yes! I say that all the time to people. I hate everyone equally.
What's that Eric used to say to me in the beginning of GA when he first came on board on some of the harebrained schemes I had? He goes, you know something? I hate you. I hate you with love.
I hate you with love.
That is an Eric Solentrop classic.
Yep.
How old is the computer, if you don't mind me asking?
Jim, that's directed to you.
Yeah.
He goes, Jim goes, that's the whole thing. They are a computer re-air place that cannot repair my computer.
All they do is like sell computers that are like not worth it for like $300 that have components from like 10 years ago. Because I called them one time about computers, and they're like, yeah, here's a GTX 960. And I was like, how much? $400. I was like, nah.
He says it's 3 years old.
I know! It was hilarious. I'm like, nah. I'd rather get a pre-built from HP or Dell.
Hey, get the cowl. Remember the cowl?
Yes, from Gateway.
Gateway? Let's make everything on the motherboard so nothing can be updated.
Oh, that is like the worst thing. So on my pre-build I bought from Omen HP, like when I was like 10, for $900, I have the most proprietary motherboard I have ever seen. And here's the
Get
thing.
an Apple product.
It's not even an Apple product. It's an HP product, and it has like the most proprietary, and at the same time the most generic Chinese-looking motherboard I have ever seen. It both looks bad, factory farm Chinese, and like specially designed just to irritate people. It depends on what you're trying to do.
It's kind of like rap. Hey, I do like some rap.
Better be Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar.
Anthrax. Let's see. I like Ice-T. Body Count was actually a good album that I liked. Friggin' Anthrax, Attack of the Killer Bees. Beastie Boys. Oh, Public Enemy.
No.
Hey, Sallow, can you go? Death Row, what brother no? Back is the incredible, rhyme edible, the Public Enemy #1. 5-0 yells, freeze, like I got a gun.
No, but the things I've heard from the reboot places are never good. which is why I was going to actually take my computer there to get it like de-virus at one point. And I looked up some reviews and talked to some of the people I knew that went there. They were so harsh. It was like the funniest conversations I'd ever had with them.
Jim goes, Apple is for baking, not computing.
I agree.
And the kitchen is coming along nicely.
That's awesome.
That's good. I will agree with his kitchen comment. Won't agree with his Apple statement.
Samsung phones are so much better.
No.
Yes.
No.
My S23 is so much better than most iPhones.
I'll agree with that.
Hmm?
I'll agree with that.
The
I'm gonna
higher-end
say,
Samsung
why?
phones are significantly better than the higher-end iPhones. They just function better.
Doing what?
Anything that does not involve iMessage. And now we can do most
I
iMessage
take it you
things on
haven't
Google
done any
Messenger.
high-def video.
We can. I can do 4K 60. I think I can do 8K on this one.
Okay. 120 frames per second.
I think I can do 8K 30.
That's
4K
cool.
60. On the higher end models, they had for a while you could do 100 times real zoom, optical zoom, straight to the moon. They don't have those anymore, but those were cool phones.
I was hoping Google was going to come out with a phone that was a component phone. That was basically like a circuit board and you could interact different parts.
They're
What I've been
never gonna
waiting
do that.
on is a cell phone that had a camera with a big enough iris that if you took a picture of the moon, it looked like the moon. And it didn't look like an eraser head.
You
And that's-
look up
you can have the best digital
look up the
processor.
Samsung Galaxy like S22 Ultra moon photos.
That's the one that Mont's got and that my daughter's got.
It, from what I saw online and from what I saw on other people, that made some awesome pictures of the moon.
Well, it did do crud for the solar eclipse.
You just need to put a little filter over it. It works better.
Not my phone. My iPhone worked great. But now I did have a filter.
That makes the difference.
It does.
They're still
Oh yeah,
just little thin little
I have
lenses.
discovered something awesome with using a paintbrush.
Taking off whatchamacallit?
Yeah, it's making my model real wet, but it's taking off all the stuff that's taking away detail, but it's keeping the seams filled.
Good. See.
Alright, boys, my mom's here.
Mom's there? Alright.
Yep, I gotta go.
Are you alright?
Well,
Let
you
yourself
take
out?
care, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, sir.
Okay. Teddy's out.
Have
See
a
ya.
great day in school. Peace out, Teddy.
See you.
See you
Never
tomorrow.
stop modeling.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow with karate.
Yes.
You guys do karate, too?
class last Tuesday too.
Uh-huh.
Last Tuesday, only 3 people showed up.
Oh wow.
It was really dead. Hopefully it's better.
Once I get
Yeah.
the surgery done and
See you,
I'm
Teddy.
of appropriate size and flexibility, I might try martial arts.
Yeah.
Before I broke my leg, I had a guy trying to convince me to do sumo.
Nah.
I kind of liked it, just pushing people around. Kind of in my personality type.
I will tell you, of all of the, let's see, of all the martial arts that I have experienced, because at our old dojo with American Modern Karate, he would bring in like judo and jujitsu and some kung fu and some taekwondo as well. Straight up karate is easier on your body.
That's good.
So, yes. Let's see.
Because I'm old now and things don't bend like they used to.
So what's everybody working on? Jim wants to know. Jim, I'm working on the Shelby Mustang. I just got done putting the decals or decals on my F-15, my second F-15, 148 scale. Teddy was working on a Gundam that he got from Marion. And Corey is working on removing the perfect plastic putty from his Klingon bird of prey.
And I'll be doing it on the other one after the show's over too, because I'm not stopping until I get this stuff done tonight.
I'm gonna continue.
Because my goal is to actually start painting next episode.
Nice.
Because I'm gonna go by Surprise Shop
Ah.
and spin some monkey. I'm gonna spin some monkeys over there. So we finally got our taxes in.
Okay.
Yep. They found out after the audit that I had done everything properly.
Good.
Yep. I like it when Uncle Sam's happy with me. Though they did kind of, it's petty, and I shouldn't really argue about it. But when they keep your money longer than a month, they're supposed to pay you interest on that money, and they did not do that.
Ah.
Like, all my bills are caught up, all my stuff's done. Just waiting on this weekend, and then I got a paid game Saturday night, which is the reason I have to take off.
Ah, gotcha.
And I'm like, hey guys, it's gonna be one of them situations where it's like, okay Eric, okay Mike, let's see how you do this when I'm not around. I don't want to hear that you guys closed shop as soon as I left.
Yeah, I showed Eric where all the places were in St. Clair, or did they go and like eat and hang out and all that kind of stuff. He's like, I didn't even know this stuff was even here.
In St. Clair?
Yeah, because he's like, I get here at 10 o'clock in the morning, I leave at 11:30 at night, and everything's closed.
Hey, we've told him about Gillies like a dozen times. He only goes and he'll go over to Subway, and he'll eat Subway, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then Puck is a creature of habit. He orders Chinese or Mexican from DoorDash and has it delivered.
Yeah, my neighbor delivers it to him like all the time.
We just got to figure out what we're going to do about May. May is going to be May and June are going to be the two interesting game days.
Why?
I've got a grandkid coming.
From what I saw on Facebook, you almost had a grandkid come.
Yeah. They went ahead and released her, but she had preeclampsia.
Uh-huh.
And her blood pressure came down, and she complained enough that she wanted to go home. And now she's saying she wants to go back. one week at home, and
She's
but
like,
yeah, we're thinking the baby's gonna probably come first week of May.
okay.
If not, they're trying to hold out to the 22nd when the baby's actually supposed to be due. But we don't think it's gonna last that long. She's already having contractions.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long.
They're Brixton Hicks, but
Alright.
how's yours coming?
What?
Your model.
It's coming along.
Cool.
I'm got a little concentration work right now. Give me a second.
Oh, I will not talk.
Yes, Jim says Gibby's in St. Clair he heard is very good. Yes, I will agree.
They're big whenever you go. If you're at game day and you want food from Gibby's, do not say, "Hey, give me a hamburger." And when they say, "What kind?" and you say, "Just a big hamburger," don't say that, because they have a 5-pound hamburger that you can buy there. That's like this big around. And we did that for one of our guests.
That's crazy. That's a lot of meat.
It was like a 5-pound hamburger and like a pound and a half of fries.
Oof.
It was their food
Yep.
contest.
All right, so Jim's got to go. Let's see. The kitchen will not remodel itself as much as I want to model on. But, guys, all right, Jim.
Miss you,
Catch-
brother.
Catch you later, man. Love ya.
Ditto. And then there were
3.
3.
Yeah. See, the last thing that George did on Monday was airbrush some Game Workshop scenery with Citadel paint. Ooh. Tell us how did you thin Citadel paint? Because that stuff's like toothpaste.
Ugh. Okay, put that one in there to dry. Okay, work on this one.
All right. Man, I was hoping to get that taken care of.
What's that?
I was gonna plan on painting this tonight, but I can't run it. I can't run the airbrush after like 9:30 because the airbrush literally is right below Aiden's bed.
Oh.
Yeah. That doesn't work all that well.
They'll make a soundproof airbrush.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's really coming off this one real good.
Straight lines.
Yeah. The only challenge is I'm slowly but steadily staining the top of my desk putty white.
Little spray bottle of water, and
Mhm.
it'll come right up.
Oop, that was almost a mistake. There we go. That's what I should have been doing the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't putting that in there. Ain't putting that in there either. Didn't have that in the movie either.
What?
George goes back from a nature call, and he tells Jim bye. So, okay, so then you missed my question then, George. How did you airbrush Citadel paint? Because Citadel paint has got the viscosity of toothpaste. Ooh, he got a portable handheld compressor. Oh, for late night painting. Only does 20 psi though. Okay.
Wait a second. For an airbrush, all you need is an air compressor?
Uh-huh.
How much are just brushes?
About 200.
Because I have an air compressor. I have an electric air compressor. I don't know if Kate will let me set it up in the bedroom, but...
That's a problem.
What?
It says my computer battery's almost about to die. And it's plugged in.
Oh, that's no bueno.
That's not good at all. I might have to get off here. So,
Call the show early.
alrighty. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Then, brother,
Alright.
this is Corey. This is not Matt.
It's not Matt. We were joined by George and Teddy, who had to leave early and all that. So I gotta go, guys, because my computer's gonna die. Catch y'all later. Model on. See you guys. Bye bye.